What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Dima gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about how broken Dima actually is in Rogue Company. So let's head over and let's talk about it. So with one of the most recent updates for Rogue Company, they actually, I believe this happened whenever Vivi was introduced into the game, they removed the EMP grenades from Dima and gave him the impact grenades. Now, what does this do for Dima effectively? Now, with most Rogue characters, it wouldn't do a whole lot of anything, right? Because the impact grenade kind of trends a little bit lower on that scale of like good, reliable pieces of utility, right? You got frag grenades, Semtex, C4, bounce grenades. They all are better in some way, shape, or form than the impact grenade. But whenever you give the impact grenade to someone like Dima, who has access to Legendary Blaster and also Legendary Tenacity, and has the ability to reveal people whenever he hits them with the impact grenade, then it takes that like lower piece of utility and moves it up to almost a top tier piece of utility. Now, the impact grenade, could it do more damage? Sure, and I've released a video specifically about the impact grenade and what could be done to the impact grenade so that it could be a better piece of utility whenever you're using it on rogues that do not have access to any type of blaster. And this was made around the time when Vivi was released and Vivi actually had access to the impact grenade, right? They since took away the impact grenade, gave her EMPs. She has 2 pieces of passive utility. It is what it is at the end of the day. Like, there's going to be a whole video on that, so don't worry about that. But giving it to Dima, with him having access to Legendary Tenacity and also Legendary Blaster, it does bump that damage up quite significantly. I mean, once you get someone in like the 50 HP range mark there, you can actually hit them or hit around them and do almost 50 damage, if not more damage, depending on if you have the perk or not, and pretty much secure that down almost every single time whenever you're actually using it. But does this make Dima broken? In some regards, yes, it does, because you can reliably run a pistol for many, many rounds before you pick up a primary weapon, and you're able to rely solely on your ability, which is the MIRV launcher, regular frag grenades, and also impact grenades, right? And those are 3 pieces of very strong utility that you have. Then you have access to the pistol and other things that Dima has access to, such as the other perks, etc. And you're still able to do very well. And I've ran Dima several times with just pistol only, not had a terrible experience with it. Like, it seems like it does what it needs to do in a very, very interesting and dynamic way. And this could be considered a broken character. I know that whenever I dabble in the ranked environment, whether it's Strikeout or it's on Demolition, Dima is almost always banned. I think Dima has taken the place of Kestrel for being one of the most banned rogues, other than like Vi and the support rogues and things like that. So, is he broken? He could be, and he is very powerful in the right hands. If you know that you're going up against a Dima, right? So if you're playing a ranked game, Dima's not banned, and someone first locks Dima, then you can build a team comp around that to be able to counter Dima. You need people with EMPs. You need people with as high level of tenacity as humanly possible. You need Ronin's not a bad pick because of the ability to be able to reveal people whenever you hit them with the explosive damage. So there's ways to counter this. There's ways to get around this. You just have to know that going into it. Unfortunately, Rogue Company, like many other video games, basically puts you into a match without you really knowing who you're going up against. So on a Dima on an off-guard team is going to absolutely annihilate that team, right? That's kind of like Lancer with a not ready or not prepared team is going to absolutely annihilate that team, right? Because she's going to be able to get in there and do what she does best and flank people if she doesn't have people on the enemy team that it's able to reveal her or put up sticky sensors or trip mines or things like that to try to catch her in those flanking routes so that you kind of know that she's coming and all that good stuff. So is Dima broken? In public matches, absolutely. In ranked matches, he has the potential to be broken, but there's a lot of ways to counter Dima, so that makes him a pretty balanced character overall, in my opinion. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that Dima's broken? Do you think that he's unbalanced? Do you think he's too powerful? And if so, what would you do to change him? Do you think that they should give him the EMP grenades back and take away the impact grenades? Because me, for one, I'm personally 100% okay with him having access to the EMP grenades, right? Because that was one of the primary reasons that Dima was picked, because his ability to shut a lot of things down with those EMPs, and then whenever you hit people with them, it still revealed them. So you were basically able to get like a little passive reveal off of someone while also shutting down the cannon minigun, the spider, things like that. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays and also on Sundays, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you are interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
Because I want to be like, do you do that when you pee? I want to ask, like,
they're over here. They're over here.
Somebody's in the little room. In the little
Runway's pushing up. I'm bombing it.
One was in that room. I heard the knife over here. Bummer. She's in the middle somewhere. Still got her knife though. She picked it up.
Right here, I see her. She sees me, but she's right here.
All the way around. How are you stuck on that? Oh,
she's
shit.
right there.
Can you blow?
Wow. Yeah, maybe.
I might be able to heal you through this.
She's coming through mid right now.
All opponents eliminated.
I was like, pee. I bet he drinks a lot of water. Right here, right here. Ugh. Another one on you. There's a knife in there. They're both there. One went left, one went right. Up.
I couldn't even see him.
Wow, that fucking in the air pause. Look at the bling this motherfucker's wearing. The gun's blinged out.
Big on.
I'm back out. Oh my god! What was that? Yeah, shit, what was that?
Reconnected.
Must have cut through your controller mic. Does it still do? They still do the mic on the controller?
Eat it, nerds.